And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Washington outside left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Holmes.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tap Room Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Lads. Joined with my guys, Swervin' Irvin Washington, Big Ballin' Ben Larson.
Got a new name today.
The Stash.
Chester.
Chester the Molester.
There we
Jesus Christ, dude. If USC loses to Vermont, I'm driving down to the Galen Center tonight, and I will force Andy Enfield to give his resignation, man. This is fucking pathetic, dude. With that being said, man, how y'all doing tonight? Better than USC hoops, I know that.
Better than USC, better than Philadelphia football, better than Philadelphia in general.
Yeah, the city of Philadelphia, man. Their MLS team loses the MLS Cup. The Phillies lose the World Series. The Eagles lose the first game last night, and their fans boo them.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that this was going to happen. It's a flawed team just because of that schedule, but
maybe so. Irvin still thinks they're the best team in the NFL, though.
No.
I said I had to choose.
Flyers lost in overtime tonight. Jesus.
Who'd they lose to?
The Blue Jackets.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow! And Sharks are actually beating Golden Knights. 3-2. I said Sharks are 4-2 now. Yep. I said take Golden Knights -1.5 on the puck line. That was
yeah. Anytime you make an emotional play like that, Ben, it usually comes back to haunt you. I feel
that was. I mean, we know the Sharks suck.
Every time I bet
it's
against,
not an emotional play there.
Every time I bet against my teams, they always fucking end up winning.
Yep.
It's tough. But we are being brought to you by Tavour. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even have to leave your seat. What a beautiful thing in 2022. If you've already signed up, use a different email address. Use your girlfriend's email address, your wife's email address, your brother's, your cousins. Get that $10. Get some free beer. It's on us, and you're helping us out. We appreciate y'all.
There we go.
Well, I mean, Irvin and I kind of talked about some NFL things yesterday, but you know before we hop into these games we're going to talk about, what's the biggest surprise so far through Week 10?
The Seahawks.
Seahawks
are up there. I mean, I'd put the Jets up there.
Yeah, Seahawks, Jets.
I'd put
the Giants. I mean, the whole NFC East, dude. I mean, that's just usually a trash conference.
Giants.
Division. Yeah.
And they're out here winning. It's going to be incredible. I think the good thing is that we actually have some playoff. We actually have some playoff races coming down to the end.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like it's going to go down to like probably the last week before we have all these teams in.
The Nets 153 to 121. Shout out to everybody that bet the over.
Yeah, dude. The Nets are. I mean, they're just atrocious, dude. They're not a good basketball team right now. But back to football.
Yes.
The playoff race should be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, because you've got a division battle in pretty much every single division right now. I think the only one that you could really say is done is the NFC North
And the
AFC West too.
Which one?
The AFC West. I know the Chargers are only 2 games back, but I mean they're like so beat up, dude.
They're decimated there. I wasn't necessarily thinking about that, but I mean you've got Miami, New York, Buffalo, and even the Patriots hanging in there in the AFC East. You've got Baltimore and Cincinnati in the AFC North, Tennessee and Indianapolis fighting for that top spot. Kansas City, okay, is taking it. The Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, and you can even say the Commanders are holding on just a little bit of hope there. Vikings taking it. You've got Tampa Bay, Atlanta going at it.
Dude, imagine being the Eagles though, and you just lost your first game, and like you're only a game ahead of the second place team, dude.
Yep. And who would have thought that was the New York Giants?
Yeah, they're pretty fraudulent though.
Yeah, and then Seattle, San Francisco. You've got Arizona holding on there. Rams are done, but
the Cardinals it's a wrap for them too.
Yeah,
they're not good. The Rams definitely not good. Shout out to that guy that said the Rams weren't gonna make the playoffs. Forget his name. Oh yeah, that's right. Me.
I mean, we kind of talked all kind of talked about that.
Nah, everyone said that was crazy.
Going to be the best team.
For saying the Rams were gonna miss the playoffs.
No, I didn't think they were gonna be this bad. That's for sure.
It's gonna get even worse now. No Cooper Kupp for at least 4 weeks.
Yep. And everybody's saying if Cooper Kupp's not in, why would you ever play Stafford?
Yeah, I mean, dude, Stafford hasn't looked good all season, unfortunately, for the Rams. He looks like his
elbow injury was a lot worse than what they was reporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think he looks like a guy that's afraid to get hit, dude. You know,
think about Aaron Donald. I mean, yeah, he's making money, but I mean, he was going to retire. He was going to, go out high on that Super Bowl win.
And the only reason why he was considering retirement because he said,
want to get paid.
And the agent said it too, that at no point in his career should any defensive player get paid more than him. So if they didn't give him the contract he wanted, that's why he was going to retire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because hands down, he's the best player in the NFL, let alone defensive player.
Best player in the NFL, maybe. I'm not gonna disagree. That's a tough one. I'd have to think about that. I don't have that much time on my hands right now. But let's hop into these games though. Let's start with the first one. We got a Thursday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Currently, the Packers are laying 3 at home. Tennessee catching 3 points. The total is 41.5 here. Green Bay's 4-6 straight up, 4-6 against the spread, 4-6 to the over, and they're 3-1 straight up at home. Tennessee 6-3 straight up, 7-2 against the spread, 2-7 to the over, and they're 3-2 on the road. Irvin, what do you think about this game? Primetime matchup.
It's going to be a battle of wills. Can the Green Bay Packers stifle the run game of Derrick Henry and the Titans? Because we know that offense is everything is predicated off the run. So if they stop Derrick Henry, then they won't fall for the play action. It'll make it more predictable. And I don't know, the Titans receiving core is pretty banged up too. Burks finally played a game, but he only had like 2 or 3 catches versus Denver, but he was matched up on Pastor Chan. So, you weren't expecting him to do much, but that gave that other receiver a chance to go off, and he had 2 touchdowns, I think. So I think it's going to come down to, can the Packers contain Green Bay's passing game and running game, because it both looked pretty good against the Cowboys, who everybody considers an elite defense this year. So that's what that game is going to come down to. And if the Titans are still banged up in the secondary, I'll give the advantage to Green Bay, because that'll give Rodgers a lot more opportunity through the air, because we know that sometimes they can go away from the run game, and that's a detriment to that offense. But I guess LaFleur hasn't figured that out yet.
So it looks like most of those guys are coming back. Johnson questionable on Thursday. McCreary questionable on Thursday. Caleb Farley, he's out indefinitely. Fulton probable on Thursday. Molden probable on Thursday. So they're getting some of those guys back.
I'm going to go opposite here just to kind of talk about how Green Bay's banged up too, though, because you've got, 3 of the big guys on your offense who were limited participant today. So they are going to play, but they are a little bit banged up on Green Bay. And that's Aaron Jones, who's a limited participant because of his shin, Lazard, who is a limited participant because of his shoulder, and Rogers, who is a limited participant because of his thumb. So if you're sitting in a 41-degree weather, all your joints are going to be hurting, and that's going to be causing problems, I think, for Green Bay here. So I just think I don't necessarily like either of the spreads here. I like this under. I don't think there's going to be a lot of offense here because you're going to get Tennessee running the ball, which is going to eat up the clock. And then you're going to get Green Bay trying to run the ball, which they haven't really done too much this year. But are they going to have too many, pass options with small injuries? And
they ran for almost 200 yards against the Cowboys last week. The Packers are 30th against the run DVOA too. So I mean, they're not good against the run, which is a little concerning considering that, that's what Tennessee wants to do. But at the same time, Tennessee, like, we have this conception of them that they're like this great running team, but they're really not. They're like a decent running team. They're like middle of the pack. So I don't know.
Their run defense is good, which is what kind of scares me against.
Well, their defense is good in general because Mike Vrabel, Irvin and I were talking about this last night. Mike Vrabel might be the best coach in the NFL right now. Because, I mean, he does this year in and year out with limited amount of talent. Like this year, they have so many injuries all season, and yet here they are at 6-3 on the year. You know what I mean? Like, there's only one reason for that, and that is Mike Vrabel. That's the one constant.
What's their pass ranking versus their run ranking? Because they let a lot of yards go in the air.
Tennessee?
Yeah, which scares me with Rodgers. I mean, granted, he doesn't have, a cast of wide receivers anymore.
Tennessee's number 1 against the rush and 13th against the pass.
13th, not as bad as I thought. Okay.
They rush the passer pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to always help their secondary.
Yeah. Their adjusted sack rate, they're like they're like 15th in adjusted sack rate. They have 29 sacks, which is 6 in the NFL. You know what I mean? So they do get after the quarterback pretty well. I think that makes up for a lot of their issues in the secondary. I don't know. I kind of agree with you on the under. I mean, these are just two offenses that they haven't really been that good all season.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, did that win against the Cowboys wake the Packers up? Because
I mean, that's hard when you have losses against Detroit, Washington.
Yeah, but those happened
York
before. Dallas was last week. Did that loss wake up the Packers? We don't know. We won't know.
I would wait to see on that, but I don't know, man. The way they was looking before that Cowboy game was looking terrible.
They were looking dead in the water. But, I mean, here they are. They're averaging 352 yards on offense, which is above league average. They're averaging 5.8 yards per play, which is above league average. They're averaging 129 rush yards per game, which is above league average. So, I mean, it's not like their offense is, like, as bad as we think. They just haven't been able to convert in the red zone, really. You look at their red zone, 51%. I mean, dude, the league average is about 58% in the red zone, so they're below league average there. They get off to very slow starts. They only average 2.7 points in the first quarter, which is not good. So
they can turn that around, and they'll definitely be better.
Yeah. So I don't know. This game is like, it's almost like a stay away from me. Like, I don't know what picking
Also,
a
do their
side.
schedule get tougher from here on out, or does it get any easier?
The Packers.
Yeah.
Packers got they got Eagles, Bears, Rams. They play the Eagles,
Dolphins, Vikings, Lions. The last three are going to be hard.
So they're looking like they got an outside shot at the playoffs, basically.
Yeah, we talked about it last night. They basically got to win 5 of their last 7 games to get in the playoffs. Which I mean they could do. You know what I mean? Like it's not outside of the realm of possibility. And if this Christian Watson connection with Aaron Rodgers, if that is starting to like surface, that gives him a reliable receiver. And I mean, Christian Watson looked good on Sunday against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but is he going to get those reps now that Cobb is back?
Yeah, because Dobbs got hurt.
Okay, that's right.
And Cobb's he's a slot receiver. Christian Watson outside.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm kind of with you, Ben. I kind of lean the under here. If I'm gonna play anything, I don't really love this spread too much.
No.
I'd probably lean Packers because they're at home on Thursday night and they're only laying 3.
Agreed.
But man, Packers are just wait and see for me right now, dude. Like
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'd hate to lay the points with them and then they go out there and they lay another fucking dud, dude. And it's like, all right, they weren't for real, but we'll see, man. We'll see if the Packers are alive, like Aaron Rodgers says, or if they are fucking truly dead, dude. I think this game, if they lose this game, their season's over.
I agree.
Yeah, they'd have to win out. And I don't see them doing that with the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Vikings.
Yeah, they got a tough schedule. So they got to play this game like it's a fucking must win.
Yeah.
So we all kind of agree on that, like the spread, not so much.
If y'all going Packers, I'll play devil's advocate. I'll go Titans because every time we all agree, that shit never goes right.
Yeah, most of the time that is true. That is true.
I mean, I kind of lean Tennessee too.
He was all right about the Bucks though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you guys lean Tennessee.
Yeah.
I lean Green Bay.
If I was betting it, I'm taking that under for sure.
Yeah, I like the under too. All right, let's hop into this next game. We got a division battle out in the AFC East with the upstart New York Jets. They are going into, what is it called? Gillette Stadium? Is this still Gillette Stadium?
Still Gillette, yeah.
Going into Gillette Stadium to face the New England.
Sure.
Yep.
They're facing the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium. Right now, New England is laying 3 at home. The total is 38.5 on the money line. New England laying $1.80. The Jets plus 150. The Jets are 6-3 straight up, 6-3 against the spread, 3-6 to the over, and they're 4-0 on the road. Surprisingly, 2-3 at home. The Patriots are 5-4 straight up, 5-3-1 against the spread, 4-5 to the over, and they are 2-2 at home. This is a 1 p.m. Eastern kickoff, 10 a.m. Pacific. Weather 44 degrees, 12-mile-an-hour winds.
Yep.
What are we thinking here, Ben?
I was a little iffy on this game because you got two teams that are coming off byes and have had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, week and a half to prepare for this game. So, I just think coming out here, I'm going to take the 3 points with the Jets. I'm going to stay away from this over under at 38.5 because it's sunny weather. I think you can get the ball moving in the air and on the ground here. But these teams are pretty much neck and neck offensively and defensively. So I'm going to take the points here. Historically, these games have gone under. The only thing that's really going for the over here is New England at home has gone over 8 of the last 10. But I mean, if you look at the under in the Jets versus New York, you look at the under in New England's, games against the AFC, look at the under in any of the four of the last 5 New York Jets games, it's all hit the under.
Yeah. Both these teams, the Patriots are 6-0 in their to the under in their last 6 games. The Jets are 4-0 in their last 4 games. But the Jets are 0-4 in their last 4 games against the Patriots against the spread. I mentioned that last time we talked about these two teams. Bill Belichick, I mean, he really has it out for the Jets, dude. Like, he hates the Jets.
Yeah, but the Jets are a different team than we've seen.
You said that last time when the Patriots covered the spread.
When was that?
Look out for Jeremiah. I think Jeremiah Johnson played first game this week too.
When is he playing this week?
I think he's eligible to come back from IR this week.
Who's that?
The first round pick, the pass rusher.
Out of Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him listed, so he may be back. Yeah, I mean, I hate the Patriots offense, dude. Like, their offense sucks. They don't do anything.
Was Zappy playing on the 30th when they played, or was that
Mac? That was Mac Jones.
Mac was back? Okay.
Yeah. That was the game after the Monday Nighter.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude, USC basketball is so fucking terrible. This is crazy. This is another one I hate. I think this total is like way too low, dude.
Yeah, and I think part of that is just because, you look at the last time they played and they only had 39 points. So that's what they're looking at here.
Yeah, and if Zach Wilson has like hella turnovers again, dude, I think that this game could go over because it's going to be a short field, or we could see defensive touchdowns too. Also, the Jets score a lot on defense, right? And Mac Jones likes to turn the ball over. So we could very well see turnovers on both sides. If there's turnovers both ways, though, you probably want to lean the under.
So 2 pick sixes?
There could be. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put it out of the realm of possibility. But, dude, I gotta go. Anytime Bill Belichick plays the Jets, I'm auto betting the Patriots, dude. It's an automatic bet.
I think I'm going to go Jets here because, looking at what happened last time they played on the 30th, you had the Patriots really take control of the possession game and only won by 5 points here with 3 interceptions from Zach Wilson, which we're likely not going to see again. So if we make this a little bit more of an even,
he loves to throw interceptions, dude. That's what he does well.
I mean, you look at his interceptions this year. He's got 5 interceptions, and 3 of them were against.
Damn.
Against New England here. So
he should have had 2 more against the Packers. They dropped 2 wide open interceptions. The guy's not a good quarterback, dude.
I'm going Jets here. I don't think we're going to see 3 interceptions from Zach Wilson again, which is going to cover that point. And you're giving me 3 points?
Yeah, I'm giving you 3 points against a team that hasn't covered the spread.
And all the MILFs in New England, done.
I mean, dude, if you look at them, like, they beat Buffalo 20-17 because Buffalo was 1 for 4 in the red zone, right? That was the game Josh Allen gets hurt. They lose to New England. They beat Denver. I mean, Denver can't score for shit. Like,
who doesn't beat Denver?
Yeah, they literally. I saw a stat that if Denver were to score 18 points a game, just 18, they'd be 8-1 right now.
Yeah.
Right? They can't score. They beat Green Bay. They had 2 special teams touchdowns in that game. That's an anomaly. It's not going to happen. They beat the dog shit out of Miami. That was when Tua was out. They beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh sucks. They lost to Cincinnati. They beat Cleveland in the wildest game we've ever seen, and then they lost to Baltimore 24-9. This
shout
record,
out to this Jets fan because he's predicted every one of their games, and he predicted an L after the bye week to New England and Chicago. Then they go on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game winning streak. So let's see if his
yeah, this team is it's just not a good team, dude. Their record, this is when I try to tell people, dude, don't base your opinions off wins and losses in the NFL. You have to base it off of predictive stats because oftentimes in the NFL, wins and losses is a lie. Yes, I understand they win games, dude, but we see so many times where like the team that didn't play the best wins the game. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. That's just the game of football. It's an odd shaped ball that bounces bounces different directions.
I mean, I agree with you on that, but I wouldn't say the Patriots are a good team this year either.
I don't think so either. But they have a better defense for sure. They are third in DVOA. Their only weakness is they don't stop the rush very well. But the Jets, since losing Breece Hall, they haven't been running the ball very well.
That's true too. I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, but they got Robinson.
He's not. Breece Hall was on a tear, dude.
He's still getting acclimated to the offense too.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks now since his
Yeah,
last game.
he should definitely get more of a workload now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will, but it's yet to be determined if he can run the ball. And the Patriots are coming off a bye week. You know, I assume Bill Belichick, doing his due diligence, attacked his weakness, right? Which is the offense and stopping the run. So we'll see what the offense looks like. But I think the defense is good enough to cover this 3. So give me the Patriots minus a 3.
Where are the Jets defense? Because the Jets
are 6th DVOA. They're 6th against the pass, 10th against the rush.
Yeah. It's not that big of a difference there.
Nah, but the Patriots are still better. And Bill Belichick literally owns the Jets. Like, if you look it up,
the Jets have sucked for how long? Everybody owns the Jets.
But he just dominates them, bro.
That's not a lie. Let's be real.
No, not when they had what's the name? He was pretty good for like 3 or 4 years.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's move into the next game. Hold on, who you got in that game, Irving?
Like you said, until the Jets show that they could beat Bill Belichick, I'll ride with the Pats. He literally owns that franchise. Outside of that one playoff game.
Yep. Mark Sanchez, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this next game. We got the Cleveland Browns heading into Buffalo, which is going to be snowing.
Yep.
A lot of snow. A lot
of snow. Is Dr. Masseuse back?
No, not this game.
Okay.
I think he's back not next week, but the week after.
Next week.
Is it next week?
No, you're right. This was he back?
His first eligible game is against the Texans.
I know he's practicing. No, they got the Bucks next week, and then the Texans.
Yeah, so he misses the Bucks, and then he comes back against the Texans.
He's starting to practice tomorrow, though.
Interesting. He could practice, still be
suspended.
suspended.
Play early?
Nah. He 11-game suspension, dude, or 12-game suspension, right? Was it 11 or 12?
11.
So this would be the 11th. No, this would be the 10th game. So
this is the 10th game. Yeah.
All right, so
Cleveland. They had their bye week already?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Damn it! I just had that up.
But anyways,
bye week is. When is their bye week?
they had to have had it because, hold on, what's the date on? Yeah, no, they've had to have had it because their next game is the 27th, and then the 4th of December, and then the 11th.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing versus the Bucks. If the Bucks is week 12, he's playing against them.
No.
11.
His first game back is the Texans.
Oh, but it says 11 game suspension.
Yeah. So they've already had the bye then.
Okay, so yeah, because the 11 game is the Bucks. He's back. The 12 game is the Texans.
Yeah. For some reason, it's only 11 games, and it's just happens to be back with first Houston.
They did that shit on purpose.
Oh, of course they did.
Is it at Houston?
It is
at Houston.
At Houston, yeah.
He gonna pull up to the stadium playing "I'm Coming Home" by P. Diddy.
Oh shit! All right, so Cleveland is 3-6 straight up, 4-5 against the spread, 6-2 to the over, 1-3 on the road straight up. Buffalo 6-3 straight up, 4-1 against the spread, 2-7 to the over, and 3-2 on the road. Currently, Buffalo's laying 8 points at home. The total is 43. And on the money line, Buffalo minus 375, Cleveland plus 300.
I think Buffalo bounces back big time against one of the worst defenses in the league. Miami, scored 38 or 41? How much did Miami score last week?
Like 1,000.
Yeah, but that was in Miami, where it's warm. This is gonna be in the snow.
Yeah.
I think people put too much into the snow, dude. Like,
yeah, as long as it's not like a fucking blizzard and it's windy. It's not like, is it gonna be like the Raiders? Is it gonna be like that game, Raiders and the Patriots game?
Nah, this is just 24 to 21 mile an hour winds right now.
Well, if Josh Allen healthy, that's not gonna affect him. It could affect
Josh Allen isn't healthy though.
Yeah, it could affect Jacoby Brissett more than Josh Allen though.
Josh Allen's not even on the injury report anymore.
Oh, then yeah, he's gonna be all right. But yeah, I'm not picking the Browns under any circumstances until they prove they could play defense.
And Josh Allen wasn't why they lost that game on Sunday. They lost that game on Sunday because they were missing 4 of their starting defensive backs, and that was literally what the game came down to. Tre'Davious White questionable on Sunday. He's been activated from injured reserve, so he's playing on Sunday. Kyler Elam, he missed last game. He's questionable on Sunday. Poyer is out indefinitely. He's considered week to week, so he may play. No decision. Obviously, Micah Hyde is on IR. He's going to miss the rest of the season. We aren't expecting him back. But we're expecting those other 3 guys back. Most likely this week. Even if they just get Tre'Davious White and Kyler Elam, that's a huge benefit to them. However, the Browns can't throw the ball for shit. The Browns suck. They can't do shit. Outside of scripted plays, dude, on the first drive, I mean, this team is terrible, dude. If you look at their scoring by quarter, they average 5.3 points in the first quarter. Hold on. Did I do that right? Yeah, 5.3 points in the first quarter, 6.8 in the second, 4.3 in the third, and then 7.7 in garbage time in the fourth quarter when they're down by 1 million. This Browns team is not very good, dude, at all. They can run the ball well, but on the flip side, Buffalo 6 against the rush, DVOA.
Well, yeah, pack them up.
I just don't know about 8.5 points,
dude. This is a get right game because let's keep in mind Buffalo's not good in close games, but they blow people out. And this is a game where, you know, they're coming off 2 bad losses that they should have won both those games.
Yeah.
This is a look in the mirror moment. All right, guys, we got to get together. We got to get back
at the crazy win.
It's not crazy wind. It's 21
miles an hour. It's crazy wind.
That's not crazy.
Well, it depends if it's a headwind or is it going to be swirling? Because, you know, that's different.
It just says wind.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna know that until game day.
Yeah, game time. I mean, and the forecast could change too. You know what I mean? It's a week out. So, I mean, we've already seen the line and the total come down because of the forecasted snow.
Yeah.
But I don't think the snow really I don't think it factors that much against Buffalo, in my opinion.
It don't. Give me Buffalo minus the 8.5. That's gonna be one of my best bets.
Yeah, I agree, dude. This is a total get right game for the Bills, dude. I think they blow the fucking brakes off the Browns.
They're gonna beat the shit out the Browns.
I don't know about this one.
Bro.
I'm gonna go opposite way just to so we're not all three on the same. But to be honest, I think 8.5 points is too much. I think Buffalo wins this game. I don't think by 8.5.
Man, the Browns, they beat Cincy. That was a good win, right? They get dog walked by Miami off of a bye, nonetheless, dude.
All right, Ben. If Buffalo don't cover the 8.5, I'll drink an IPA next Tuesday.
There we go. Yeah, I like Buffalo, dude.
If they don't, if they cover the 8.5, I'll have some Henny.
Hey,
I still haven't ever had Henny, so we gotta get it at some point.
Ben's a true white boy, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Chester is even more of a white boy.
Yeah, dude. I just totally think this is a get right game for the Bills, dude.
So I think this is going to be a running game, which changes things up a lot.
Oh, shout out to the Bills. They had 2 rushing touchdowns last week. I couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah.
By a running back.
Yeah, they're starting to
Singletary.
They're starting to get their running backs more involved because they don't want to get they don't want to put Josh Allen in harm's way. Dude, the Browns
and James Cook got some carries too. He looked pretty good.
The Browns are 31st DVOA on defense, dude. 32nd against the rush, 26th against the pass, dude. They're not good on defense at all.
They got to get their asses straight. If I was Myles Garrett, shit, I would demand a trade.
Yeah, get me out of there, bro.
Yeah, they wasted my prime. Yeah, trade me to a contender.
Get me out of there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be interesting once they actually have a quarterback, though.
Yeah,
I mean, they still need it. There's no chance for this year, but I think next year, this is a whole different story in Cleveland.
Yeah, because they're gonna have Watson, who most people have as a top 5 quarterback when healthy.
Well, the crazy thing too is like their offensive line is like great at run blocking, but they can't pass protect for shit, dude. They're awful at pass protection. So I mean, I just think it's gonna be different too with Deshaun Watson compared to Jacoby Brissett. Like that's gonna take some adjusting for that whole offense, right?
Oh, remember he practiced with him the whole offseason and training camp, so
that's true. All right, let's move on to our next game. We got the Toilet Bowl between the Raiders and Irvin's Broncos. This is in Denver. Right now, the Raiders 2-7 straight up, 3-6 against the spread, 5-4 to the over, and they're 0-5 straight up on the road. Denver's 3-6 straight up, 3-6 against the spread, 1-8 to the over, and they're 2-2 at home. Right now, Denver currently laying 2.5 points, not even a field goal favorite. The total is 41.5. On the money line, the Raiders plus 125. The Denver Broncos minus 145. Irving, start us off on this one because the Broncos are your squad, bro.
Hey, before you start, all I know is that I have 25 minutes instead of 20 minutes until that 125 game starts to go do something because I'm not watching this game.
So I will be honest, if we don't get at least 1 or 2 linemen back, where even though the Raiders pass rush is dog shit, I don't think Russell's gonna have enough time in the pocket because we down to our 3rd string center and our 3rd string tackle. And it's the reason why you have a 1st or the 2nd string in the NFL. So I don't know. This could be Chandler Jones coming out party. You probably could get another sack this game, something. But yeah, I think it's going to depend on because the last game came down to a turnover. So if we don't fumble the damn ball with Melvin Gordon and they don't run it back for a touchdown, I think this game comes down to like a last second field goal or maybe even game winning drive, something like that.
Well, Irving, you'll be happy to know that the only team worse on defense than the Cleveland Browns is none other than the Las Vegas Raiders.
Damn, that's terrible.
And I mean, as bad as Denver is on offense, dude, they're still the 4th best defensive team. Their biggest weakness is they don't stop the run. Obviously, that's what Las Vegas likes to do. They're 7th rushing DVOA for on offense, but they haven't been very good running the ball in the last few weeks.
I think Derek Carr crying.
Man, that was terrible, bro.
You think that's gonna light a fire up?
Man, ain't lighting no fire under nobody. That was some bullshit. If you're gonna be doing all that, you should have did all that crying and dressing the team instead of doing the shit in front of the media. That's why, and people try to get on Russ for being a cornball. At least he's an authentic cornball. Derek Carr is the dude is just a clown, bro.
In a college uni too, or shirt too, not even a Raiders shirt.
Like, come on now, bro. That was super duper uncalled for. Like, come on, cried in front of the media, and he low key called out some of his teammates, and he's like, "Oh, I wish some other guys in the locker room understood how I feel and felt the same way as me." Like, bro, you keep all that type of shit internal. Just the same way he tried to stop the team from protesting in Washington, they went out there and Willie beaming his ass. So, like, bro, you choose the wrong time to do shit like that.
Yeah, I think if there's a play in this game, dude, it's probably the under.
No, because remember last time we went with the under when they played each other the first time and they scored damn near 60 points.
Yeah, because the Raiders are that bad on defense, dude. That's the problem.
I think if the line sits here at 2.5, I think 2.5 is a good play.
Taking the Broncos?
Yeah. If it goes over 3.5, I mean 3, I'd take it because you get that push right there. But I think if it goes anything over 3.5, I think that's when I go Raiders.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. I mean, there's no way I'm putting any money behind the fucking Raiders right now.
Yeah.
It's just I can't do it, dude. They're just not good. They're not good enough of a team, dude. Like they time in and time again, dude. I laid 2 against the Jaguars. They're up 17-0. They fucking lose the game. Yeah. Irving Compton is probable on Sunday, so he should be back.
He plays guard though. He don't play tackle.
I know, but Fleming, he's questionable.
Bro, our O-line is in shambles, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys beat the Jags.
Yeah, we'll see, bro. It's not looking good. This Lear is looking like fire Hackett and hire Sean Payton and get some more O-line depth.
The Raiders haven't won a home game, I mean, a road game all year, dude. Is this the week that they do it?
I think hopefully we win this game. I'm not guaranteeing. If anything, if I was betting this game, like Ben said, I'm betting the under or actually I'll bet the over because I think for some reason these two teams score a lot of points against each other. So
yeah, but if you guys score 18, you're probably gonna win the game.
Man, fuck that. We should have been scoring more than 18 since week 1. Shit, we ain't even making the playoffs. But we traded Barely Chubb. I'm glad to see you with a contender. Hopefully we do something with that first round pick next year. I don't know, bro. The season's a wash. Hopefully we just win as many games as possible.
I mean, the Raiders season's a wash too.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to win as many games as possible? Because
it don't matter because our first round pick goes to Seattle. So why would I want to see those?
Okay, I got you.
Why would I want to see those?
I got you. Yeah.
So we can muster up 8 games, 9 games. That'll look good going into next season.
You're not winning 5 more games. 6
more games.
5,
let me see.
No way.
Bro, after this game, you got to play Carolina. That's up in the air, but then you're losing to Baltimore and Kansas City. So
yeah, that's we probably could win like 6-7 games more than likely. Because ain't no way in hell if we should lose to Carolina. Baltimore is probably gonna beat our ass. We're gonna lose to the Chiefs. We're gonna beat the Cardinals. Shit, we might beat the Rams. Then we're gonna lose to the Chiefs and the Chargers to end the season. So yeah, we probably win 6 or 7 games.
That's crazy. Ben, what's your pick in this game?
I'm gonna go -2.5 here.
Denver
-2.5.
Irv, you're taking Denver, I assume.
No, I'm taking the under. I don't really think. I don't. Hopefully we win, but I'm not betting on my team no time soon.
I would take the Raiders if I had to have a play in this game for sure.
Raiders.
I mean, I'm sorry,
Broncos.
Broncos. Sorry.
The Raiders did just lose to a high school coach, so Paul Hackett, just do what he did and we'll win.
Yeah, you'll be all good. All right, let's move on to our next game. We got the game of the week. This is Dallas heading into US Bank Stadium to face the Minnesota Vikings. Currently, Dallas is 6-3 straight up, 6-3 against the spread, and 3-5 to the over. And they're 2-2 on the road straight up. Minnesota's 8-1 straight up, 4-4-1 against the spread, 5-4 to the over, and they're 4-0, have not lost a game at home. Currently, Dallas is laying 1.5 points on the road. The total is 47.5. On the money line, Dallas minus 115, Minnesota plus 100. Minnesota is obviously catching the 1.5. What do you guys think on this game?
What's the over under?
47.5.
I might go over, honestly.
Yeah, when I was first looking at this, I'm like, holy shit, 28 degrees. Like, it's going to be cold as fuck. But then I realized that their US Bank is the stadium. And
they're indoors.
Yeah. I just don't understand how Dallas is a 4-point better team on a neutral field.
They are.
You think so?
Yeah. I believe so. My power ratings on a neutral field, I have Dallas about 3.5 to 4 points better. Minnesota's not that good, dude. Like,
Minnesota can stop the run.
But ain't Minnesota at home?
Minnesota's at home.
I don't even care where Minnesota's at. Dude, Minnesota
just don't like
19th pass DVOA offense, 10th against
it's a primetime game.
Nah, it's just a game of the week. It's later Eastern kick. On defense, Minnesota 15th against the pass, 14th against the rush. I mean, they're middle of the pack in everything, dude. Like, they're not 8-1 good. They literally have some of the most lucky fucking wins of any team, dude. Like, we sit here and we joke about the Eagles, but the Eagles are a better team than the Vikings. Dude,
I don't joke about the Eagles. I like the Eagles.
I don't know if the Eagles are a better team than the Vikings.
Yeah,
I think they're pretty.
No, they're a better team.
You got to look at the strength of schedule, though.
Dude, I don't care. Look at the Vikings wins, dude. 33-30 against Buffalo in overtime. It took a miracle for them to win that game on a 4th down conversion pass.
Mm-hmm.
Against Washington, I mean, Washington completely shut them out on the ground. They could only rush the ball for 56 yards. Mm-hmm. They win the game 20-17. If Washington had any sense of they win that game. They play Arizona. Arizona fucking muffs a punt when they're up, and they turn the ball over twice in the red zone, and Minnesota wins that game 34-26. Miami, they get outgained by 200 yards, and the Miami Dolphins average 6.6 yards per play with a third-string quarterback, yet Minnesota wins 24-16. Against the Bears, 29-22. Against New Orleans, it took a double doink for them to win that game, 28-25, against a shitty-ass Saints team. Again, only rushed the ball 81 yards. Against Detroit goes for it on 4th down in their own fucking territory, gives up the ball, Minnesota wins the game. I mean, dude, this team they're not good, dude. Like, literally last year they lost so many games by one possession, and this year it's like just completely reverted itself. Like, they're getting all that one possession luck. It's going to turn the tide, dude, at some point, because these type of games even themselves out throughout the course of a year. I promise you that. This team's luck is running out. This team is going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. I guarantee it.
I don't disagree with that, but I also don't think that Dallas's wins have been anything special either.
But Dallas has... So... If I tell you, name me one thing elite about the Minnesota Vikings, what is that one thing?
Nothing.
Nada.
If I tell you, name me one thing elite about the Cowboys, what is that one thing?
Defense.
Their pass rush.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that absolutely irritates Kirk Cousins?
Primetime games.
Well, besides that, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I'm under pressure. He folds.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bingo. Dallas is gonna get to Kirk Cousins, bro. And the Vikings haven't been able to run the ball very well all season. Doesn't matter who they face. I mean, against the Lions are literally the worst rushing defense in the league. They only rush for 123 yards against them. Dude, I know 1.5 on the road is crazy, but dude, I think Dallas is a better team, and I think Dallas pulls this off.
Yeah, I think they get some get back after that loss from last week, because everybody expected them to win.
Well, because they were up by 14, 17 points, and
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers he owns the Cowboys, dude.
Yeah, he owns stock in that franchise.
He does.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys here. I like the defense a lot better than the Vikings defense. And long as Justin Jefferson doesn't convert a one-handed miraculous catch of 4th and 19, I think the Cowboys can win this game.
Yeah, the odds of that happening are insane. Vikings are 4-4-1 against the spread too. So I mean, they are like, the market is basically telling you they're a fucking average team at best.
Yeah, they just win close games. You know, some teams win close games, some teams don't, and that could be the difference between being 4-4 and 8-1, like they are.
Yep.
It's gonna be a close game though.
It could, but it
could be. It could get ugly though.
It's a 1.5 point game. It's not like it's a 3-point spread. And bro, I think Dallas is gonna win this game, bro.
At home, I'm gonna go Minnesota.
So Irv, Jordan taking Dallas, Ben taking
Minnesota money line plus 100.
I'm gonna bet against Minnesota every fucking week because that team's not that good. It's like dude, we talk about fraudulent teams. They are literally the most fraudulent 8-1 team I've ever seen in my entire life, dude.
Shout out Kirk Cousins.
It's insane. It's absolutely insanity that they're 8-1. This team should be like 5-3 at best, or 6-3 at best.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. I mean, like, dude, they've won the games. I'm not gonna take that away from them, but at the same time, like, you look at the data and stuff, and like the way the games played out. I mean, they have an inconsiderable amount of luck on their side.
I don't disagree with you.
It's crazy. And you know why they're gonna lose the playoffs is because the playoffs are in prime time. So shit's a wrap there. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to our final game here, the Sunday night football game. How did the Chargers get on Sunday night football 2 weeks in a row? That's gotta be like a first.
No, they moved it. Remember, it was supposed to be somebody else, but they flexed the Chiefs and the Chargers to Sunday night. I forgot who was originally the Sunday night game.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. All right, so currently Chiefs 7-2 straight up, 3-5-1 against the spread, 4-5 to the over, 3-1 on the road. The Chargers are 5-4 straight up, 6-3 against the spread, 4-5 to the over, and they're 2-2 at home. This is gonna be a home game for the Chiefs, by the way. The Chiefs are currently laying 6.5 on the road. The total is 50 on the money line. Chiefs -300, Chargers +240. What do we think about this one?
Yeah, they replaced the Bengals and the Steelers.
Okay, that makes sense because the Steelers fucking suck.
Yeah, I think NFL is tired of their primetime games being stinkers. So
yeah,
and shout out to Broncos. You could thank them for that.
Yeah, seriously. All right, so what do we think about this game here?
If the Chargers could play any amount of defense, then the game could probably be a touchdown or less. Other than that, they so banged up on defense that don't be surprised if the Chiefs win this one by double digits, because as good as the Chargers, they could get stops. They could, probably force a turnover, or, a sack, fumble, something like that, because they can still rush the passer. They got Khalil Mack, and the other dude's doing pretty good too. I forgot his name, but they're just too banged up, man. Like, no Kenneth Murray, no J.C. Jackson,
no Joey Bosa.
No Joey Bosa. Derwin James is making plays when he can, but that defense is just too banged up, bro. I don't know why, but they released Jerry Tillery, so I don't know what the hell that dude was doing, but they cut him in the middle of the season, and you know it had to be bad because your defense is banged up. So let's just see if they can muster any type of defense. I think this could be an entertaining game, but other than that, I think Herbert will score enough to keep it respectable, but I think the Chiefs win by 7 points or more for sure.
Yeah.
Because Tony looks dialed in, picked up the offense quick. Just he scored a touchdown, so they will continue to feature him more and more. Juju being out just means Hardman is going to be more involved in the game plan, and they still got Kelsey. And if they show any type of semblance of a run game, that just makes that offense that much better. So I don't see it could be a shootout, but I see the Chiefs being able to stop the Chargers more than the Chargers stopping them.
Yeah, the total's a little too high for me at 50.
Yeah, probably not. Probably won't. It'll probably be like 28-17, like they did against the. Probably could be the same game as the Jaguars.
Especially because of the fact that like the Chargers don't really have like even their offense is pretty banged up, dude. No Mike Williams. We don't even know if really Keenan Allen's gonna be fucking playing. Yeah. Like
Mike Williams is questionable.
Yeah.
He's out till the end of November, they said.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, just look at what happened last week with San Francisco. 22-16, and I think Kansas City's got a better offense than San Francisco does, so I think they can put up even more points than the Niners did. Now, is Kansas City going to allow, or is Kansas City going to stop the Chargers from only getting 16? No, probably not. So that's why I think there could be a possibility of the over hitting here.
Yeah, I mean, the over definitely.
It could be like a 35-17 game.
Yeah.
Could.
35-17 hits it. Even last week was 38 points. So you're looking at 12 more points. I think offensively, you allow Kansas City to get another even if you get both teams another touchdown here, then you're hitting the over.
I can see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs
50
obviously
is high.
The Chiefs obviously number one DVOA in offense.
Yeah.
423 total yards, which is second in the NFL. They're number one in passing, 314 yards per game. They only average 109 rushing yards, which is they average more than that. They'd be historically good on offense. And they lead the league in points scored per game. The Chargers, they give up 356 yards per game, which is 20th, and they give up 25.3 points per game, which is 29th in the league on defense.
Kansas City gives up a lot in the air too, which is where you're going to see.
But no Mike Williams, no Keenan Allen.
That's true. They're both questionable.
No. Yeah. Well, Keenan might play. Mike Williams is not playing though. They already said that he's out till the end of November.
All right.
So he's not playing. So
what's the spread?
6.5.
6.5.
Minus or plus for the Chiefs?
Minus, bro. You think the Chiefs would be laying 6.5 against the?
Give me the Chiefs minus the 6.5.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you there.
Yeah.
Based on injuries.
Yeah. Nah, that's true.
I think Staley ass needs to get fired, bro.
Yeah, but then, dude, they're gonna get Sean Payton. It's gonna be nasty for the league, dude. When
I think Sean Payton gonna go to the Broncos.
Hell no. Why would he choose Russell Wilson over Herbert?
I don't know. Might be likes veteran quarterbacks.
Yeah, he does like that QB.
Nah, there's no fucking way. All right, let's get some best bets out of these games. So what two best bets do you like?
I like Chiefs minus 6.5 and my Bills. I mean, not my Bills. The Bills minus 6.5.
All right.
I think 8.5.
All right. Ben, what do you like?
We're gonna go Jets +3 here, and then we're gonna go Tennessee and Green Bay under 41.
Under 41. All right, I'm going Pats -3, and then I'm gonna take Let's go. I gotta do something different than you guys. We'll go Dallas -1.5.
And then Irv, we got a drink bet on that 8.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right. There we go.
I gotta find probably gonna be an IPA in a can.
I'm surprised, Ben, that you're not. That's usually your kind of bet, dude. You love laying those big numbers.
Well, I think 8.5 is too many.
That's fair. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure to tap in with me and Irv tomorrow. We'll be talking college football week 12. We'll be going over the college football playoff rankings that just came out today as well. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. You can follow myself on Twitter at Jordan Rules TSP. You can follow Irvin at Swervin Irvin TSP on Twitter. We'll be putting out our best college bets on Thursday, Friday. We'll be putting out our NFL bets on Saturday. Thank you all for joining us. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, twitch.tv/Taproom Sports, taproomsportspodcast.com. We appreciate y'all. Make sure to go to Devour.com or download the Devour app straight to your mobile device. Use promo code Taproom for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. Craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even got to leave your seat. For Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, for Swerve and Irvin Washington, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Lads, we'll catch y'all later. Have a blessed week. Let's get this money and head to the window, baby, because I had a fucking shitty day today, so we're going to get it back. Let's go.